鬼の定め愛にまみれ欲にまみれ人にまみれ孤独な夜愛に触れて愛に濡れて愛に飢えて裂かれた道胸に刻む時を恨む人を妬む乱世の色素体蝕む触れた拳がしがらみつく孤独な夜愛に触れて愛に濡れて愛に飢えて汚れた日々刺激求め過去に怯え闇に凍えちぎれる瞳絡まる意識しゃがれた声がまとわりつくもがけばもがくほど逃げれば逃げるほど嘆きのエンドレスエンドレスエンドレス全てを手にしても願いが叶っても得も知れぬ虚しさが包み込む満たして満たして満たして満たして
Nuclear hellfire razed the land to bring the dawn of a troubled age. Rao attempted to establish his rule in these troubled times, toppling neighboring country after country. As Rao moves his army south, they encounter Pluto's army. But behind that army was Gaia, the practitioner of the ominous Black Mountain Shadow Fist. Soga and then Ruga are injured by his fists. Rao easily withstood Gaia's ultimate technique. However, it became clear that Sakya was also a practitioner of Black Mountain Shadow Fist. And at that very moment, she was kneeling before the Holy Emperor Souther. What was her plan? What was her destiny?
Holy Emperor Souther, I have come as requested.
It must have been an arduous journey for you, my dear. I must say, Sakya, that your reputation precedes you.
Your ears have been soiled.
Come now, why so humble? This wouldn't be because you feel Rao is the one who values your abilities the most. Because that would be me. Did you know, Sakya, that I could have this entire sad and pathetic forsaken world on bended knee, worshipping my great power?
If I were to join, that is.
You refuse?
Yes.
My, you've got balls to talk to the Holy Emperor without any fear. How amusing. It only makes me want you even more now. Why refuse me?
Because of love.
Love, you say? Really? I have never heard such a ridiculous thing. A strategist I have taken note of is following Rao for true love.
As men are intent on staying the course of their rule, the fairer sex is intent on following through with their love.
I confess I find love despicable. Only fools would devote themselves to such a worthless and weak emotion as love. Besides, aren't the stars aligned against you?
It would seem it's as you say.
Throw this lovelorn fool out of the castle at once!
So you were a practitioner of Black Mountain Shadow Fist?
Black Mountain Shadow Fist hides among people. It manipulates them. What are you trying to accomplish in the King of Fist's office?
Tell us, who were you planning on betraying the King of Fist for?
I believe that you met with the Holy Emperor.
Who is the Holy Emperor? You refuse to tell us, do you?
Sakuya, don't just stand there. You've got to say something.
I only serve the King of Fist. I serve him and no one else.
Lock this traitor up in Cassandra and throw away the key. All that remains is to invade the Holy Emperor's territory. King of Fist, there is no time for hesitation. Now that we've learned of Sakya's betrayal, we must assume that our information has been leaked. We should attack before they have time to prepare their defenses.
I agree. The man known as the Holy Emperor has already conquered a dozen neighboring countries. His appetite is quite strong. I presume that their power is equal to ours.
Two kings cannot rule side by side. It is time to determine who is stronger.
We head for the land of the Holy Emperor!
Yes, sir!
Are you a practitioner of Black Mountain Shadow Fist?
Gaia. You see, Gaia was my brother.
Are you going to betray Rao, Sakuya?
I will humbly await the King of Fist's judgment upon me.
Then why did you go see the Holy Emperor? And why won't you say who the Holy Emperor is? More importantly, why did you return?
Because of love.
So that means you love Rao. So you're telling me of this great love?
I am. Because it's you, Reina.
I guess I'm just wasting my time.
Reina, please wait! Does the King of Fist intend to exchange blows with the Holy Emperor?
I have no obligation to answer you.
If that is indeed the case, please give this to Lord Soga. You must tell him to open this package if a peace accord with the Holy Emperor is reached.
Do you think I'll actually tell him anything you have to say?
I hope so. But still, you are the only one I can depend on.
Are you okay?
It's not a big deal. What about you? Your injuries haven't fully healed yet, either.
I'll forget about my injuries once I'm on the battlefield. But I'm afraid that yours...
Soga!
Reina, you don't need to see us off. You protect the King of Fist's command center. That was the King of Fist's order you must obey.
It's for you. Open it if a peace accord is reached.
Peace accord? But that's impossible.
We leave at once!
Sakuya.
Lord Toki.
Tell me, Sakuya. Why do you not tell them that the Holy Emperor is Souther?
I'm afraid that telling them will not change the fate that lies before me.
Why did you meet with Souther?
I had to meet him. I simply had to see the Emperor in his true form.
And how did Souther look to you?
By turning his back on love, he cannot become a true savior. And the King of Fist's refusal to burden sorrow means he cannot become a savior.
Sakya. You.
But he will eventually walk the path of a savior. Undoubtedly. Or he will...
He'll be defeated by Kenshiro.
I do not know. I confess that I have never met Kenshiro.
So she cannot accept because of her love for Rao.
It's the King of Fist's army!
But they told us that they would never try to venture this far south!
King of Fist! These men are but vagrant bandits with no leader. Why kill them?
Disappointing, considering we've entered the Holy Emperor's territory. Spare us! Don't let them get away!
That slice of energy. The sacred fist of the South Star, is it?
You're correct. I am of the Swallow Fist of the South Star, and you may address me as Hucker.
I am Lirong of the same. And I believe you are the King of Fist.
This is the Holy Emperor's territory.
You and your kind of murderer do not belong. Leave here at once.
I had heard of an arrogant fool who was calling himself the Holy Emperor. This is just ridiculous. I have no intention of retreating from my path, no matter who I face, so out of my way!
I will use my sacred fist of the South Star to block your way, Infidel.
If our opponent is a practitioner of North Star, the infamous King of Fist,
then we both shall attack you. Join forces to destroy you now. Swallow Fist of the South Star technique. Twin Swallow Dance.
North Star Circle Palm Wave! Tell me, you fools, exactly who this South Emperor of yours is.
The principal star of the six sacred fists of the South Star.
Then that means that the Holy Emperor is...
Souther of the Phoenix Fist of the South Star? How very amusing! My frequent and arrogant opponent when I was training as a little child. That Souther is the Holy Emperor.
However, King of Fist, the Holy Emperor Souther has become a force that cannot be taken lightly.
He calls himself the Holy Emperor and aims for the heavens. How unfortunate for him. Then I cannot allow Souther to run free. If we must settle this once and for all, I will not put it off. It is time for him to fall before me. This is fate. The will of the heavens. Forward, men! We will press all the way to Souther's castle!
Holy Emperor.
What is it?
My lord, the King of Fist's army is headed for this castle in force. Hucker and Lirong of the Swallow Fist of the South Star have already been killed.
Rao's handiwork.
What will you have us do?
Undoubtedly, there will be many casualties to both sides if we decide to attack them head-on. And my rule has only just begun. Let's not have any undue sacrifice.
Then, why don't you meet with Rao?
Meet him.
The Holy Imperial Cross Tomb.
Yes, Souther is constructing a gigantic tomb as a display of the Holy Emperor's power.
Huh. How nice of him to prepare his own grave.
Soga and I have been contemplating using most of the adult slaves who are constructing the tomb.
Okay, that should be all the little brats in this town.
All of you children get to build the Holy Imperial Cross Tomb where the Holy Emperor will eternally rest. So shut up!
Shizume!
Huh?
Mama!
Get back!
Our babies.
We're off.
It's the King of Fist's army!
You're suggesting that I actually meet?
Yes, I am.
Meet with him for what purpose? Rao has already defeated Gao and the Iron Emperor on his invasion. It is our destiny that both of us should do battle. Or should I meet with him as an old friend? Are you suggesting he and I do something a little friendlier?
I am one of the 6 sacred fists of the South Star, Judah of the Fairy Star. Don't you realize that I already have a plan to fool Rao?
Let me hear it. So regardless of what happens, I would stand to lose very little then. I quite like this idea. But they still have the Lady Sakya on their side.
She appears to have lost their trust as she's been locked up in Cassandra.
Then they must have found out about her meeting with me. Very well then. Hey, sire. Go and inform the King of Fists that I wish to hold a discussion with him.
My lord.
What did the Emperor's messenger say?
Souther wishes to take a meeting with the King of Fist and talk it over. The location is the city of Radham, a day's journey from here. Will you accept?
Very well. I am interested in hearing what the Emperor has to say to me in person. There will be plenty of time to defeat him afterwards.
The wind carries the scent of blood.
Is this where they are to meet?
Yeah. My scouts are checking to see if the location is safe. It doesn't appear to be a trap.
But we're dealing with the Holy Emperor here. Who knows what that bastard could be thinking?
It's been such a long time, Rao. 10 years, if memory serves.
Hello, Souther. I see that now you have started going by the title of the Holy Emperor.
I was born as the principal star for the Sacred Fist of the South Star. There's nothing odd about calling myself the Holy Emperor.
I see. Then, Souther, you also intend to rule over this land.
What does it matter to you if I do?
I will take the heavens with these hands. There is no room for you when I intend to rule. You have no place here.
The North Star appears when the South Stars are in disarray. I heard that you allowed the youngest disciple to become successor to the Divine Fist of the North Star and vanished without a trace. But I see that you intended to rule in these troubled times.
The seat of succession means nothing. Not in the face of my supreme rule.
Very well, then. If you insist so passionately about ruling, then I will back down. I relent. Besides, ruling such a land never interested me much.
Is that how you truly feel, my old friend?
If we were to fight now, neither of us would escape unscathed. Whoever wins would still suffer incredible losses.
What about the title of Holy Emperor? And what about the Holy Imperial Cross Tomb? Is it not actually a tomb for displaying your ultimate power?
That is only for my amusement. Let it be my grave. All people eventually die, and every person needs a nice grave. Even you. Would you like me to build one for your body, too?
I will decide when I leave this mortal coil.
Always so sure. Fine, continue with your rule. I'll not oppose you. I'm willing to put away the Holy Emperor title.
Very well. I will start by taking the heavens. But if I die in the process, you shall proceed. But you will only proceed, only if the heavens allow it.
I'll make them. Would signing a contract put you a little more at ease?
No need. A man takes responsibility for his words. If not, my fists will instead.
I have little doubt. We are leaving!
Are you sure about this? Completely? I fear that he could become a problem later on.
He never bowed down to me, only claimed to relinquish control. I presume that he has no intention of obeying my commands.
Rao, if you knew, then why did you... Then you should have at least...
Soga, are you unable to trust my decision-making? My priority is to take the heavens as soon as possible. If he claims to obey me, I shall allow him his accord. That said, I have not placed my trust in him. When the time comes, I will smash him with my fist. The Holy Emperor has groveled at my feet! The army continues on toward the south!
He truly is a demon. He continues down the path of supreme rule.
Open it if a peace accord is reached.
What is it? This notice. It's in Sakya's handwriting.
So she intended to take the castle. While we were down south, I should have known.
Peace should have been reached by now. Is this the last day for the King of Fists?
Why are you people here? The King of Fists gone!
But this is impossible! How could an army be this close to the King of Fists' office?
The King of Fists' office will fall. Accordingly, an unknown army has begun attacking the King of Fists' office. Will Rao make it in time? Before the King of Fists' office falls into Sakya's hands.
心から伝えたいあなたへのこの想いを川に浮かんだ一つの影はなぜか切なく流されそうで二人を結んでる赤い糸をたどっても流され沈んでく笹舟のようにああ透き通る透き通る霧が明けてゆくああ流されて流されてこの身を運んでいく涙の川に溺れ
The King of Fists' office is falling.